G'day, my name's Dave Human. I'm 53 years old. This is my wife, Jessie. We certainly never thought that we'd be competing at Deadly Funny against each other at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival. Got it in. Yeah, it's going to be an awkward ride home.
Yeah.
I have a bad stammer on stage. I actually took up comedy to fight anxiety. Now that I actually have another vessel to project our comedy, it's awesome.
Since meeting him, life has changed, and we recently just started last year a company called Human Rabbit Entertainment. We just want to showcase how deadly our Indigenous comedians are and try and change the industry a little bit too.
Now I can't wait for our kids to start doing stand-up comedy when we have some. Yeah, I'll find some.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Human!
Hey, hello Melbourne. Oh geez, you all look good, eh? I'm not the only one that dressed up, eh? Did you like the last act? Well, I'm the old fucker she married. She wanted a rustic themed wedding, so I turned up looking like Willie Nelson on meth. And it's true what she says. When we meet blackfellas in the street, they call me uncle and they call her bub. And for some reason, since the wedding, I seem to have aged another 20 bloody years. And she looks younger every day. Standing next to me, she does. And now, because the age difference appears way bigger, people seem to think that I've got money. I ain't got no money. These are the clothes I hired for the wedding and didn't take back. Oh, and by the way, if you're wearing a kubra and a face mask, you look like you're about to rob a train. We live in a little town called Kempsey up in Dungully country. We're not from Kempsey, we just live there. And when you move to Kempsey, you've got to learn how to speak Kempsey. Like the other day, I was walking out to the mailbox and there was a bloke walking past the gate and he says to me, "What the fuck are you looking at, mate?" Which is Kempsey speak for morning, neighbour. How are you? To which I replied, "Go fuck yourself, you fucking grump." Which is Kempsey speak for I'm just fucking happy to be alive. And I was surprised too, I hadn't seen my brother in ages. Thank you. Thank you. I've got a father-in-law now, and that's really great too. But I don't know. He rang me the other day. He goes, Davey, guess what's in the backyard? And I said, what? All the bodies we buried? What? He goes, no, Davey. There's an albino black cockatoo. I said, Dad, that's called a cockatoo. He goes, no, Davey. I saw an albino black cockatoo. I said, righto, Dad. Hung up. I rang the brother-in-law, his proper son. We had a good long talk about dementia. And the next day, me and the proper son went for a drive around to his place to have a good long talk about a nursing home. And when we got there, hopped out of the car, middle of the yard, a big, bright, yellow, albino, black cockatoo. So we did what any good black fella would do. We ate that cockatoo. And we had Dad put away anyway. I just don't like being called Davey. What am I, 2? And I recently found out who my real father was, and this is a crazy story. He turns out he's a New Guinea blackfella. So that surprised me too. 50 years I've been telling people go back to their own country. Now I find out I'm basically from one of them. So I jumped on the Google Heritage site and I looked him up and I found my granddad. And I had found this out. I've got my grandfather was a New Guinea blackfella with an Italian surname, Defino. And here's a crazy thing. His first name, and I don't know if it's a traditional name, but his first name was Fuck. And if anybody ever asked me who my grandfather was, I tell them, Fuck Defino. Thank you, Melbourne. You are beautiful. I'll see you next time.
Dave Human!